Something happens when you have kids, your heart bursts with so much love that you then suddenly realize you're living your life for someone else, just to see them smile, to make them happy, to make them proud, and make them know that they can be or do anything. Jay Hewitt is no different than me in that way, except this: he knows that his time is limited because Hewitt has terminal brain cancer. But not cancer and not COVID can keep him from trying to inspire his 5-year-old daughter, Hero, who was recently at the finish line to see her daddy finish a virtual Ironman. Mr. Hewitt, thank you for joining us. First of all, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, feeling recovered, feeling good.
I feel like there are a lot of things that you can do to try to inspire your child. Why did you pick an Ironman?
Well, it goes back to when I was a kid. I was about 8 years old, and 1989, Iron Man was on the TV. Iron War. It's a real famous year, and my mind was blown. And I thought, man, those guys are superhuman. And so when I had a daughter, I thought someday I want her to see me do this, and I want to be able to say to her, "Baby girl, if I can do it, you can do it." And so that's what I set out to do.
We just saw the video of you at the finish line, and you grab her by the shoulders. What did you say to her when you saw her when you were done?
I thanked her and I said, I got real tired, honey, but I thought about you and you gave me the strength to keep going. And then I told her, if I can do this, you can do this. Whatever God puts in your heart, whatever dreams he gives you, your mom and I are right here with you. We've got your back and we want you to go for it.
I think as a parent, you understand sometimes just balancing all the things that's on your schedule from work to everything else, it can be a lot. But how did you do that while also balancing your job and being a parent, but now add the training in while also going through your treatment? How did you make it all work?
Yeah, well, I've got an awesome wife who really stepped up and helped to make this dream come true. And so I got up very early, had a lot of very early mornings, and tried to train while Hero was at school. Now, once COVID hit, that changed things up quite a bit because she was home all the time, and my wife is a professor, and we had to kind of balance how do we school our daughter while doing all of this. So it wasn't easy, and the best way around it was very early mornings.
Physically, though, how did you manage to do it while also going through your treatments?
Yeah, so that was very difficult, obviously, but it was important to me. If my daughter was going to see me sick and she was going to see me knocked down as I was going through radiation and chemo, I wanted her to see me get up as well. And so that was kind of my motivation every morning when my alarm would go off is I got to let my daughter see me get up and get after it. And it was so interesting because I would start off the day and I might be feeling nauseous or I might have a headache or extreme fatigue. But once I got into the workouts, then I got to just suffer the same pain that any endurance athlete suffers. And it would kind of transfer from, the uncomfortable feelings that you have going through cancer treatment to the uncomfortable feelings you have going through training. But when you're going through training, you also get some great endorphins, and it really lifts the mood and lifts the spirit. And so it turned out to be great. It was hard to get started, but once I started moving, my body responded.
I know that you said initially you wanted to do this when Hero was like, say, 9 or 10, so that she could have a better idea of what it is that you had to go through to accomplish it. She's only 5 now. What do you think she is getting from watching you go through all that you've gone through and all that you've accomplished?
You know, my daughter is so sharp. She is so smart. And I was really worried when we started this that she wouldn't quite grasp it, but she can articulate it really well. That I'm doing this to show her that anything is possible, that if she's willing to work hard, she can do it, and that we've got her back. And so she can articulate that to us and to her friends. And so that means mission accomplished, because that's why I really did this. It wasn't about crossing the finish line. It was about teaching confidence to my daughter.
You were diagnosed with brain cancer in 2018, and the reality of the situation is you're not always going to be there for your little girl. What is it that you hope stays with her after you're gone?
Well, I've always been one that has expressed my love through grand gestures, and so I really hope that this whole moment, she feels special and she feels loved, and that carries her. And I'm always looking for moments to make her feel special and loved, and this was just a really big one.
This is a
Um,
big grand gesture.
yes, yeah.
So what's
Yeah, and then I hope that she looks at me and goes, "Wow, if my dad could do that while he was sick, then I can do anything." And I really hope that it gives her the confidence and the courage to take risks and to try.
so what's next for you?
Well, one of the things about this is I taught my daughter a lesson from a distance, and now I want to teach her a lesson side by side. And so we've got this great resiliency journal, and we're journaling every day. And we're working through it so that we can have these great, great discussions. And, with COVID-19, we get a chance to shape her education a little differently. So resilience is on the roll call every day. And so now I'm trying to teach her from a close distance.
Jay Hewitt, you are an inspiring man, you are an inspiring father, and I've written this down. Give her the confidence and the courage to try, because I think as a parent, that's all we want for our kids. Congratulations on what you've accomplished, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Nicole. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, give me that Kleenex as you head out.
So I think for me, one of the things I'm going to take away as a fellow father of a young lady here is like the relentless positivity there. The fact that you can try to instill into them motivation and value in themselves and self-worth that's not based on appearance. It's not based on material goods. It's based on effort. It's based on trying.
What a gift.
Ooh, boy.
To give that to your child.
6:30 in the morning
Okay.
out there too, and he is in full form. So we are all fans of Jay Hewitt.